Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video here on the Unobtained world. It is episode 10. Oh boy. We are in 13W01A, a new version, 1.5 snapshots. Yes, we're going fast today. Looking at that tower, you know, we're going to leave it. We're not going to mess with that. I do like this section of the world so much better though than this section so far. This section just feels empty still. That needs to be redone. That needs to be redone. This needs to be redone. We need to add more stuff. Okay, it's just how it is. Now this section here I do like. I'm liking how it's turning out. We're gonna decorate it obviously. But today's episode is going to be basically about some hopper things. Hoppers are a little bit glitchy in this version, so we can get items into furnaces that would normally not go into furnaces. So yeah. Yeah, this is quite an exciting little thing. But there's also another big project that we got to work on in today's episode, and that, my friends, is going to be a large portion of the episode that I'm going to actually do some more talking about. Well, in the previous episode, I talked a lot about moving over to Linux, and I wanted to continue that after I had actually tried it out, and so now I've actually downloaded Linux on a laptop that I have. Oh. And I would like to share with you guys my opinion on it. So if you guys stay in the video long enough, you'll hear my opinion on what I'm going to do with Linux. But for now, it's time to craft some hoppers, which luckily for us, okay, there we go, a little bit weird here. Hoppers are quite easy to craft right now. Well, maybe not. I thought that was the recipe at this point. Maybe not. Maybe that was never the recipe? Is there even a recipe in the game? Let's see. We'll use... Okay, the clicking AI is really messed up right now. It's going to be rough to get used to. Oh, but they added that. Nice. No. Hoppers. We are in 13W01A. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I really don't. So, let's discuss the plan for the other section of this episode while I figure out what the heck is going on with hoppers. So, over in some area of this world, we're actually going to have to stop sleeping now. That I shouldn't have done that. We're going to have to go and we're going to have to start a storm, right? And we're going to have a bunch of pigs in the area. And we're going to have to get one of them pigs struck by lightning. Now, what that's going to do is give us a zombie pigman without any tools or weapons. But the thing is, we're looking for one with a tag that means they cannot pick up items. Right? Because we can, later on in 1.12, get the same thing, but they have the tag that they can pick up loot. We want one that cannot, and this is the only way to do it. It lasts up till 1.6.4, so we have some time to do it. I'd like to get it set up now, though, because it's going to be really beneficial, especially if, you know, I AFK there frequently. It's going to kind of become our farming area eventually. So it's basically just building a ginormous platform with pig spawners on top, and we're going to have the pig spawners just spawn a large amount of pigs. And then those pigs are going to, you know, obviously be struck by lightning, hopefully, eventually. And we will hopefully eventually get one of those pigmen without their weapons. So that is the other section of this episode. I would like to get that platform set up, at least the start of it, because, you know, it's a much more long-term project out of all the ones we've done so far. They've been one episode projects. This one's more of a multiple episode project, and that's why I've upgraded to 13W01A. So yeah, there's a reason that we're doing the versions like we are. And yeah, so that's that. There's a few other things I could discuss, but I think I've blabbered on enough. I'm going to go ahead and meet you guys back once I figured out how the heck to create hoppers. Alright guys, so I found out how hoppers are created, and oh my goodness, we need to create the most hoppers that we can in this version. Stone. This is a meme on my Discord, by the way. Oh my goodness. What? Yes, please, everybody. We are going to be crafting literal thousands of these things in this version because, hey, stone is a lot cheaper than iron, guys. Stone is a lot cheaper than iron. Oh, and this is weird stuff going on with the crafting AI. I do not know. What I do know, though, is... Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Meme. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Amazing. So, obviously, you can place them down. They're hoppers. Mine them up, I think. Yep. A little hopper. And they're just a little work in progress, you know, sprite, I guess. So, awesome. Okay, so this is a pretty normal scene, but yeah, upon closer inspection, things do not add up. That is right, guys. We have gotten basically stuff like this into slots that shouldn't be possible. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. So let's go ahead and take these out. So actually, you're able to place these in here like so. But what you can't do is get the end bit. So that's when we use a hopper. And we just put in what we want, and boom. We get this really crazy looking furnace because it has all these weird items in it. And so I did that with some of our unobtainable items and, you know, some hoppers. I did some buckets, stuff like that. And then in here, we have these items like so and like so. Really cool little glitch that we can do, and basically just with the WIP work in progress hopper. Obviously a work in progress. So this building I'm going to call the WIP, the work in progress, and essentially all we're going to do is we're going to have stuff like this going throughout this building. Of course, we've filled up 1, 2, 3 slots, and we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 slots total. And yeah, we're going to decorate this area a lot nicer, but yeah, I'm going to create a basically something like this for the title of the building. So that's going to be really cool. So yeah, the next task here is going to be a time lapse of me building up an area for the pigs to go. And yeah, basically it's actually going to be me flattening an area and containing an area with fences and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this next section of the video. I'm going to talk about the Linux thing, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about Linux. Last video we talked about Linux, and it was I was just saying, hey, I'm thinking about trying this out. And you know, I originally was a little bit apprehensive. I tried out Ubuntu, and it was okay. It went okay, but I had some issues with it. Then I went ahead and did Linux Mint, and I really like it. It really suits the way I like to use a computer. And Linux has just been a really awesome experience for me. And, you know, personally, I think it does a great job of being reliable software. And for my video production needs, the only thing that is missing is the Adobe products, which I am already trying to move away from anyways, so it's kind of like a win-win. And there's some, you know, video production things available on Linux, which unfortunately Linux isn't the best for that, as it's just not as widespread, it's not as well known. But I could see myself definitely using it as my main OS once I get to know it better. I have a laptop that I've acquired, and I just decided, you know, why not try and install Linux and try and learn it on a laptop that doesn't really matter what happens to it. And I've just been having a lot of fun with it, even though I have basically no clue what's going on. Of course, this is going to be a long process of changing over from Windows to Linux, but I think in the long term it might be better for me because my overall goal for Linux, or not necessarily just Linux, but my my creation is that I am able to create, and I'm also able to do it reliably. And Windows is kind of just a boring software, and I am not the type of person who is really interested in making like new changes. And Linux, again, you don't have to make changes. It's like, hey, this is your software. You can use the same version of Linux for eternity and it will work, and there will be support for it. There will be this, there will be that. It's just a really nice, refreshing thing, and I'm really, really happy about it. So I just wanted to bring that up because, yeah, I I never really even considered it, to be honest. And now that I've tried, it's something that I don't know if I can move away from. Now the video editor, I said previously that I'm not too interested in doing DaVinci Resolve. As we're speaking, I am using DaVinci Resolve, and that is because I know that it's going to be a better long-term solution for my videos. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. Put your opinions down in the description below. Of course, as always, I will read all of them and I'll respond to the ones that I find to be interesting, etc. So yeah, just throwing that out there. I don't know how entertaining that was for most of you, because probably most people don't really care about Linux, but hey, I tried it out. Think I'm going to work towards that. Alright guys, so it's turning night now. I was just messing around before the clip. So, what is this? We have pigs, guys. Mobs too, but pigs we also have. This was the goal, to get pigs into a pen, and this pen is a ginormous, ginormous pen. And hopefully we can fill it with pigs. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So, what is the goal of this thing? The goal is to get a pig struck by lightning, as I've already mentioned. And this is going to be the best way to do it for us. We have the spawners. It's just going to make it so much easier. And of course, if our luck is pushed when we update to the next version, which I think will be 1.6.4, which is the version we need to get them, we'll probably have to AFK there quite a lot. So we might do some projects with farms that are going to be useful, as guess what? Redstone is a thing. Yeah, so for the next couple of updates that we go through, we're going to be AFKing there, building farms there, going to be working there quite a lot. But yeah, I just want to follow up on the Linux thing. What did you guys think of that talk? I'm not too sure, because it's like not really Minecraft content, but it's also interesting, at least in my opinion, so I want to know what you guys think. The next thing I want to go over is content shifts, just to keep myself motivated. This I've found is the best way to not get burnt out with the series, and it's basically just to shift the weight that I put on a series. So currently Unobtained is weighted a bit more over AfterLife, and now we're going to switch that to weighting AfterLife over this. Some of you guys are probably going to be a little bit sad about that, but it's just for the better, guys. Don't worry. It's not going anywhere. You'll still get an Unobtained episode each week, and you'll just get 2 AfterLife videos each week, 1 to 2. So I've been having a little bit of issues trying to stay on schedule. So yeah, just bear with me here. I'm trying to figure out the best way I can do it, and that does not look good. Okay, so for the remainder of this episode, I'm sure we have a few minutes left. I think what I'm going to do is do a bit of building project. I'm not too sure what I'm going to build. I'm thinking what we'll do is we will work on the area over there. What we'll do is we'll set up maybe another little building. I'm not too sure what else we need, though. We have the building set up for the pumpkin and melons. So instead, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave you guys off with some decoration of this. I'm just going to do like a cut compilation sort of thing of me building up this work in progress building. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that compilation of just random clips. It's a really interesting style of putting some footage together, but I like the way it turns out. So yeah, there it is, the work in progress, and I like how the back isn't even done. It's kind of funny. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I sure did. I enjoyed this video very much. Of course, next version is 1.5 for the redstone glitches. Oh yeah. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you really liked it, subscribe. And if you are just dying to see more, go ahead and check out my other videos. Thank you. Bye bye.